Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have decided I wanted to make some cards using these really large dies that are from Kanban, and they're called cutter dies, and I've had them for a while. I've just not had the time to actually create anything with them, but I decided to do this video because I want to show you how to create cards with super large dies, but you don't need a really large card base. So for example, this set here, you can see the size is huge. You know, the actual largest die size is like an 8x8, or I think it's 7.5 by 7.5, and we don't always have the huge card bases. So to get an 8x8 card, you'd probably either have to fold an A4 sheet twice to get your 8x8 card, or you have to get an A3 card, cut it down. So we don't always have the large card bases ready to go. So I decided I'm going to do two cards today using these two sets, and you can see they are pretty large die sets, and I've already cut out some of the layers. So we're going to start off with this set here, and I'll show you what I've already prepped. So for my card base, I'm going to be using this DL card here, which is 8x4, and on top of this I'm going to be creating all my layers to give me the large card look. So for that, I've already cut some layers using the die. So this is from one of the paper collections from this collection. I'll try and find all the information below and put it below for you. So I've just got some layers, mats and layers for these designer papers, and you can see straight away that gives the illusion of a huge card without being a large card base. So you could always back this bit matching the colour on the back of your card, but I think it looks nice with a bit of a contrast anyway. So I'm going to put this card to a side, and I'm going to leave the base, the dies here, just to show you the layers that I've cut out. So I've used the large die to cut out the top layer here. Then I've used another mat from the die set to go on top of there. Then this pretty lace die, which is the top layer for that base. And then I've cut out one of the plain squares, and I've just chopped off the corners just to round it off. And then I've used another one of the dies from the set to create another layer, and then this was already printed on there from the paper collection that came with this, and I've just cut that out as well using one of the dies, and that's going to give me all the layers. So let's get this card put together. I'm going to put this die set to the side, and when you've got large die sets, I think it's a really nice idea to use quite a lot of them to create your layers. That way, you know, you've already got your the layered look that you might want. So I'm going to just put this together first, and I'm just going to use some double-sided tape for this. And I've done these kind of cards before when I've designed for Tattered Lace and Crafter's Companion, and a lot of the companies now, they're coming out with really big dies, and they are gorgeous, absolutely, you know, lovely to use and play with. But like I said, you don't always have the right card bases, or you have to do the cutting and scoring, and sometimes that can take the fun out of crafting. So when we've all got the standard paper sizes or card sizes, you can always just use a bit of imagination and create your card bases from them. Okay, so let's get this stuck down. Just give me a little border here with the maroon, just to pick up the reds and the actual design of the card. I'm going to have this that way, and then that's going to sit on here just with a little white border, so it gives the illusion of an easel, actually, like an easel card. Okay, so that again excuse me. And you don't want to be sticking anything above the card baseline, so I can go in here. And I'm not one for like measuring and just like eyeballing things. life's too short for measuring and being too accurate all the time. So I'm just gonna kind of centralize that, leaving me a tiny border of the white, and that's that. And then for my other layers, so this layer here, I'm going to have it down quite flat, so I'm just going to grab some wet glue and put this down. And I can't get rid of this henna tattoo, it's not washing off. I think maybe another week and it'll completely disappear. And I've not put any henna on for God knows how long, it's been years. So this time on either just got a bit giddy and got it done. But I think it looks nice when it's on initially, and then as it wears off it just looks orangey and felt tippy. I don't like it, so I don't think I'm going to get that done anytime soon again. So this is my other layer, the beautiful lacy kind of a design. And the Kanban dies, because I think they're quite new to making dies, they're okay, they're not the most fabulous dies if I'm totally honest with you, because the dies don't release as quick as some of the other dies do from other companies. So maybe as they grow in their die cutting and making, they'll improve, but they're not the best quality dies out there. But I like the designs on them. So on this layer I'm just adding some foam pads, and it's going to be a pretty long video I think, because I want to get 2 cards done, and they're both different colorways. So I'm just going to get these 2 stuck down. I hate it when these backings stay on. I wish somebody would invent like a tape dispenser for foam pads. Wouldn't that be amazing? Okay, so this layer is going to sit on top of here, and then I've got another layer that's going to go here. I think I'm going to use wet glue for this. Put that here. So the colours on this are purples and the dark maroon, just to pick up the darker tones in the flowers in the paper, and also the white for the lacy look. Okay, so this one is going to be another flat one, because I've got embellishments that I want to use that are very dimensional, so I don't want to go overly crazy with adding too many foamed layers on this. So let's get this one on a bit of foam. So this is my last layer that's going on now. And I was looking through my die sets before I got these out, and I've got loads of intricate dies, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do a mini, like a wedding card series or something like that, you know, for weddings, engagements and anniversaries, for those kind of occasions. So if you think you'd be interested in watching something like that, let me know below, and I'll do a little mini series of something like that, just a few cards, because I love lacy, intricate looking cards. So that is my card base. So you can see all the layers that I've got on here. And then for embellishing, I've picked out quite a lot of flowers from my stash that I've got, and I've gone for colours that complement the papers. And I've also got some leaves, and these are just some mulberry paper leaves, so I'm just going to get those stuck down. And for this I'll be using hot glue, so I'm going to start taking the backs off these flowers, and I'm just thinking of where to position them. So maybe on the top corner there. And it's a good way to use up, I mean, like, I hardly use these colours, but it's a nice way to use up colours that match papers that you don't normally use. So just pull out all your old stash and get creating with them. So I've got some of these little rosebuds, or small roses should I say, that I'm going to be using. 1, 2, 3. I've dropped one, so I'll just cut another one off. Okay, and then I've got these tiny little cherry blossom, I think they're called cherry blossom flowers, in the purple colour. And I'll cut a few of these off as well. Like that. And then I'll leave the leaves here. Let's see what I'm going to do with them. Okay, so, and I've also picked out a Nouveau drop, and this is a dream drop that I want to use as some accents, and it's got this iridescent purpley kind of look to it, which I thought is going to complement this very well. And one more thing I've done is I've got some satin ribbon, and it's in pink, you can see, and I've just coloured it in to kind of match the flowers. So let's see if I'm going to use that as well. So let's get sticking. So like I said, I'll be using hot glue for my flowers like I normally do. And I'm going to just add some glue to the big one first. Bring it in a bit. And I'm going to add some leaves before I put more of the flowers in, so they look like they're tucked behind. And I love making flower clusters. I think they're just a really lovely finishing touch. More leaves. And the way I like bundling them up is just get 2 or 3, I'll put 3 on this one, and then use the little wires and just twist them so they stick together, and then just cut the excess off, and then add your glue to the back. More flowers. I think I want to add this one as well, probably here. Maybe just here. This one in there. And then some more of these little tiny ones. So I like to flatten the backs, and just by pushing them down on your work surface, you can just flatten the backs on them, because I've just chopped the wire off, so you don't want that wire sticking out. Okay, so let's get these stuck down. These are so cute, tiny little flowers. I'm just gonna have them kind of like scattered. Oops. That. We do these little purpley ones first. And then add these. They're so cute. Maybe add one here with the leaf. I'm balancing the colours out, I think. And then I'm going to add one here. And then I think I want to add another purple one over here. Maybe even there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have this tucked in on the inside here, like that. And I don't think I need any more leaves, or do I? Let's have a look. Just give it a little squish if you want a bit of movement. Do I need one there? I think I'm going to have one peeking out from behind here. And if you don't want it too long, just cut it off. You can do what you want. You know, it's your cards, your design. So I think I quite like the look of that just being there. So I'm going to add some more glue to the back of that leaf, and by just trimming it off a bit, I've made a shorter leaf like that, and then I'm going to add this ribbon that I've coloured in using some alcohol markers, and let's see how that's going to look. I might not add it, I just want to see how it looks. Or I might just add it. I put it under here. Yeah, I think I'm going to add it. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab some scissors and cut off need better scissors for cutting ribbon. I hate it when they're fray. And there is a tip, you can use a lighter, just the end of the flame, just to seal off your ribbon there. This one looks fine, so I think I'm just going to probably put it here like that, or should I have it just there? I think I'll have it just there on top of those leaves and stick it down with a bit of hot glue. And that's my card, and not forgetting my Nouveau drops. So I'm already at over 16 minutes. I'm just thinking, what should I come back? I'll do the second card. I'll do part 2 to this large die card idea. I'm just going to add a few of these. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful colour. And then some down here. It's so gorgeous. I think that will finish my card. So this is the large offset cards, and this is the square card, and I'm going to come back with my oval card. So stay tuned for part 2 of these large card ideas. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.